Hi everyone, welcome back to my vlog. This is my life, because guess what? This is my life. So let's talk about those videos about the situation with RPD and the fact that a police officer stated, and I have it on recording, you guys can see it, stated that letting somebody borrow something is considered a gift. Okay, so if you need a car, go borrow your neighbor's car and it's yours. If you're paying payments on your car, guess what? You borrowed that money from the bank, that car's yours. I need a new house or a new place to live, out of the ghetto. Can I go and borrow somebody's house? Because then it's a gift. Seriously. Where do they come up with this shit? Like, you're literally going to say that borrowing is a gift. And I got the idiot on recording. So, and I found it funny when he said, well, you're being recorded. My husband looks at me and then looks back at the guy and says, you're being recorded too. So anyways, I wanted to do some research on Officer Boscat, B-O-S-K-A-T, Officer Boscat, 2219 badge number. I wanted to see if anybody else has had problems with him. Well, apparently, according to this, okay, this was April 9th, 2013, and it's entitled Rochester, New York Police Department Exposed. And the headline is, after stopping wrong man, an angry Rochester, New York police officer, Brian Boscat, tells him, don't interrupt me, unbelievable, next thing I'll sit you in the back of my car, ! End quote. Then writes a man a ticket for not having a bell on his bicycle. Okay, how do you hear a bell in the city on a bicycle? Okay, we'll get to that. So I'm going to continue reading the article and just look at this guy. He looks like a lunatic. He doesn't look mentally stable, and yet he's working for the police force. Imagine this for a moment. You're riding your bike on one of the first nice days of springs in Rochester, New York. All of a sudden, two Rochester police cruisers drive up and officers tell you to get off your bike. They then tell you that you are for a description of a white guy wearing a black shirt, end quote, who was seen looking in cars. They take pepper spray and a small pocket knife from you, both which are legal. Those are legal in the state of New York. That's exactly what happened to a Rochester, New York man on April 7th as he was near the city's downtown area enjoying the nice weather and a bike ride since having broken his ankle in February. Okay, so I live close to downtown, and yeah, I just gave up my location. I really don't care. I live close to downtown. There's no way in hell you would hear a ding, ding, ding on a little stupid girly bell to put on your bike. One of the Rochester, New York police officers, Brian Boscat, completely exaggerates his situation in a dramatic fashion, even telling the man, you are armed, and telling the man that he is a danger to them, even though the officers already have the pepper spray and the pocket knife. One RPD officer, Brian Boscat, realizes they have the wrong man. He tells the man, do not interrupt me, unbelievable, next thing I will sit you in the back of my car, ! End quote. Officer Boscat then issues the man a ticket for not having a bell on his bicycle. Interestingly, the other RPD officer, last name Fry, seems to realize that Officer Boscat is out of line and clearly looks as if he wants no part of it as he looks away with his head down. So as real crime is being committed in Rochester, New York, rapes, robberies, etc., RPD officer Brian Boscat is harassing innocent citizens, ticketing them for not having a belt on their bike. Another example of Rochester, New York tax dollars at work. Right there. Right there. Right there. Okay? Okay, let's find something else. And it was also posted. Okay, a video was posted on Facebook, so you can look that up. A video was posted on Facebook. As you can see, the guy's foot has a little brace thing on his foot. They didn't apologize for getting the wrong man, but that's RPD for you. And I don't care if anybody comes after me. I'm going to tell that officer, you know, it's my freedom of speech. I'll give you the same little pep talk you gave us with your little bullshit that borrowing is a gift. All right, so let's see. All right. So there's his information right there. You see this? See this right here? Now, he seems like a person that he got bullied in school for his attitude and probably put in lockers. And now that he's a police officer and he's got his badge, he's a big man. He's a big man. So let's read into this, okay? There's 2 incidents in here. It says description. Court case. Man alleged that various Rochester Police Department officers used excessive and unlawful force against him, falsely arrested him, and substantially fabricated official police paperwork and committed perjury in an attempt to cover up this wrongdoing. Officer Boscat was named in the court case that was connected to another incident the plaintiff was involved on date above. The focus of the incident on 9/18/2014 was an Officer Mazik as defendant. Outcome was none. So he got away with it. He got away with it. That was totally different. Okay, so description again. According DVV, Boscat stopped a man with a broken ankle on his bike because as he looked like a white guy with a black shirt, reported to have been looking in cars at Frontier Field. The man had pepper spray and a small knife. Both were legal for the man to have, which in this city, you need that. I have a stun gun, so yeah. He tells the man he is a danger to him, even though the man willingly handed over the pepper spray and the knife. Officer Boscat does realize he has the wrong man at some point, but decided to issue the man a ticket for not having a belt on his bicycle. Outcome, none found. Got away with it again. So yeah, this is what tax dollars are being paid for here in New York, in this area. You got cops telling people that borrowing something from somebody is considered a gift. You got some poor guy with a broken ankle being told he needs to have a bell on his bike because you had to cover up your error of wrongly accusing him for something he didn't do. So you had to go ahead, write your little ticket, get your pen and paper out, write your ticket. Well, it's not pen and paper. You got to go to your car and type it in your little keyboard. Write him up a ticket for not having a bell on his bicycle. And I could say all that because guess what? That is all public domain because I found it on the internet. Found it on the internet. So it's not like other people can't read it. I'm just giving it to you so you don't have to read it yourself. I read it for you. But seriously, he couldn't ticket him for what he accused him of. So let's charge you with not having a bell on your bicycle like you're a little girl in elementary school. Nobody is going to hear in a car here in this city a damn bell dinging. You're not gonna, especially downtown. You're not gonna. And I live not that far from where that guy was. You're not gonna hear a damn bell dinging. So the weather's getting good, guys, and we're gonna be getting out on bicycles, scooters, and everything. Make sure you have a ding ding bell attached, because you could get a ticket for not having your ding ding bell on there, when the only ding dings is the police force out here. So yeah, what do you think of that one? This is why I gotta get the hell out of this city, because these cops are stupid as fuck, and they're just getting dumber. I need to get back to the country. Cops are a little bit normal. So yeah, let that seep in, everything I said to you. So, bye for now.